Good afternoon. Hope you are able to hear me.
Yeah, but
Before we proceed, any questions from your end? Let me share the screen. So we have completed. We saw what is SAP and introduction of SAP, different projects, and complete ASAP methodology for implementation project and different projects. And we discussed the realization phase, that is what do you mean by client, how it works, clear, and what are the different clients. This is very important, client part, right? You know very well that in interview which client we are supposed to say and which client we are not supposed to say. Clear?
Yes, clear.
Yeah. So once we are done with this, so we saw different other projects like rollout project, enhancement project, clear, support and maintenance project, and what are the different types in support and maintenance project. And last but not least, we have completed with enhancement project. Correct? Any
Yes.
questions?
No questions.
Okay, fine. So before we proceed, let me share one more. Okay. As I said that today we are going to start up with the SAP introduction, login and all. Before that, I would like to show you the roles and the designations in SAP environment. Okay. Okay. Like, so you're just I think I already shown you SAP roles, but before that, once again, I would like to show you role of FICO consultant in projects. Okay, what would be our role normally? Okay, just write it down. It's for your benefit. So first it starts with, so documentation preparation, right? So for that, you may get a chance. So probably we will call it as a member in documentation team. So you may get a chance work as in like this. Member in documentation team. Next one, member in support team. Member in training team. Member in testing team. Member in testing team. Next one, member in consultant, nothing but we are also consultant, but implementation team. You can consider it as an implementation team. Implementation team. Okay. Next one, member in process design team. Next one, team member.
Team member in the sense, what role he will play?
So probably sometimes you will be in testing part, sometimes you will be in support team, sometime you will be in designation, integration part, implementation.
What is that process designed to?
Process designing in the sense as you you will go, it's almost all a documentation team only. So you'll go to, you will design the process like end-to-end processes, business, like what is AP process, where it starts, where it ends, procurement process, where it starts, where it ends, HR process, where it starts, where it ends. So complete process design we will do, that team will design here. Clear?
Yes.
Next one, team lead, team member. Next one we have team lead. Next one, integration manager. Project lead. Next one.
What is the difference between team lead and the project
Okay,
lead?
let me complete, then we can discuss one after the other. Solution architect. Next one, project manager. If possible, first write it down, then we can discuss.
Yes, we have written. I have written.
Yeah, now you can ask. Please, once we complete, then ask the questions. Then that would be better for us. Yeah, tell me now, what is your question? Somebody asked team lead something.
What is the difference between team lead and the project lead?
Project lead is the team lead is nothing but only he will take care of only one particular area, FI team lead, CO team lead, clear, HR team lead. But when it comes to a project lead or project manager, he will completely lead entire project, not for one particular area. For all the modules, he'll take care of it. He is the responsible, full and sole responsible.
Like in one project, there will be many teams. Right?
Yes, many teams will see, many consultants will work, right? Many modules
Yes.
will be there in one particular project. FI module, CO module, HR module, MM module, SD module. So for each thing, we have one designation, team member, for example, above to him team lead, and above to him team lead, integration manager, and above to him the project lead, above to him project manager. Understood? Under project manager, number of he and project manager, sometimes they may call it as an some companies they'll call it as a delivery manager also. Oh, here I'll take that also next in next slide. Clear now?
So, and what is the solution architect? What he will do?
Solution
Architect.
Solution architect will be in between functional and as well as in between ABAPer.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll give the advisors like whether what are the possibilities are there, whether we can map it if something is going beyond functional consultant hands, then how we can customize with the help of ABAP consultant. So he will do this complete solution architecture. Clear?
Okay. Okay.
So these are the roles, that's it. So how the promotions will come in the sense, write down promotions. So for example, if as you join positions in an organization, next write down position in an organization. This would be the roles above one. So if somebody is not speaking, please mute yourself. So whenever you have a question, please unmute. Okay. So here the starting entry position. So once you got selected, then probably you will be designated as an associate consultant. Okay. So the person who is having 1 to 2 years experience, they'll be considered as an associate consultant. For example, the person who is having almost 3-4 years experience, then he'll considered as an senior consultant. 4 years experience. 5 to 6, 7 years experience, he's nothing but lead consultant, team lead or manager, assistant manager kind of thing. Lead consultant. Okay, and next one would be project managers. Next one, program managers. Project managers, program managers. About to him, some designation, project manager is considered as a delivery manager, but some other organization, majority organization, delivery manager is above the program manager. Delivery manager. And next one, practice manager. Next one, practice head. Practice head. Just write it down first. The promotions will be like this in SAP environment.
What is a practice manager? Practice head.
Practice is, it's only a designation. That's it. What is the role they are going to? They are not going to enter into an complete operations. Clear? They will deal only the what their main target would be client discussions, client getting a client assignment. These two designations will be that only. So complete all the projects. Like for example, whatever in an organization, for example, if you take a Infosys. So Infosys is handling a project called implementation project, testing project, right? Next one, support project. So this particular practice manager will responsible for all the projects go smoothly, right? Here project manager and program managers are responsible only one way. For example, they are responsible only for, if it is there in implementation, they are responsible only for implementation projects. If they are a testing project program managers, then they are will be only testing. Their headache would be only testing. Support project, only support. But here, when it comes to a practice manager and practice head, what is their responsibilities? They are not restricted to one particular project. They'll be responsible for number of projects. That could be number of implementation projects. That could be number of support projects. There could be a number of test projects or combination of all. Is this clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Just write it down. Okay.
Yes, no.
Okay. So next would be, we will see. So these are the designations. These are the above one are the roles. Okay. Next we will see. So here now in the whatever project we are going to do, we need to consider ourselves as a consultant. This particular project, this particular course is designed to make you as not as an end user, make yourself to see as a consultant. Clear? Now write down. SAP login. SAP login. Whenever we install, see, I said SAP, you can install in your system. Two way you can practice SAP at your environment. One is SAP installation. Okay. Next one is SAP server access. Understood? So what do you mean by SAP installation? SAP server installation. So to practice in your system, two ways you can practice. One is you can install server in your system, SAP server in your system, or we can take server access. We can take SAP server access. So what do you mean by SAP server installation? I said initial also. So it's a lifetime installation. For that, SAP server is, again, I'm reiterating for everybody's benefit. SAP server installation. Okay. What is the minimum requirement? For example, SAP ECC6. We are not talking about S4 HANA. We are talking about ECC6 with EHP7. EHP7 version. EHP8 is the latest version, but you can't install in your system, as you know that. Okay. So for this particular server installation in your system, what is the system requirement? System requirement. System requirement is minimum 4 GB hard disk. Okay. Minimum 4 GB hard disk and 4 GB RAM and 500 GB hard disk. 4 GB RAM and 500 GB hard disk. But 4 GB is very slow, but it's minimum advisable is it should be 8 GB RAM with Windows. Okay, whatever may be your Windows, but the hardware requirement is minimum 8 GB RAM and 500 GB hard disk. It's a minimum requirement. So what they will do is, once you give, for example, you purchased a new laptop, correct? You purchased a new laptop. So instead of having server access, what you want to do is you want to install SAP in your system. So here at the time of installation, at the time of purchase of laptop, you will get original Windows software. You will get original Windows software. So whenever you want to install SAP server, then that Windows original, they will remove from your system. So before giving to hardware engineer, basis consultant, what you need to do is you need to take a backup of your Windows along with your license. Clear? It's a very expensive one, original Windows version. So for that, you need to take a backup, and as well as whatever licenses are there, that license keys and whatever it is there, whatever it will be there, you need to keep it safe. Okay. Why? Because once they start installation, then your Windows will be completely, they will remove completely. They will make it as an empty. Your hard disk, they will make it as an empty. And after that, they will start install. So what they will do, out of 500 GB, what they will do is they will make your hard disk into two partitions. For example, 200 GB one partition and 300 GB one partition. Clear? The 200 GB out of 500 GB, they'll make 200 GB one partition and 300 GB one partition. So, and they will install two operating systems. Okay, one is Windows 10 here, and whatever partition they have done 300 GB, they will install Windows 2000 Professional or Windows NT Professional, any of them. So Windows 2000 Professional or Windows 10. So out of this, here in this particular 300 GB partition, they will install SAP server and SAP application. Clear? And here, whatever Windows 200 GB hard disk, whatever partition is there. Okay, so here everything will work. Everything will work, like your graphic, what your sound, network drivers, right? Your network drivers will work, sound card will work, and everything will work under 200 GB. But when it comes to 300 GB, where SAP server is installed, no network drivers will work. Drivers will work. No sound cards will work. So no network activity work will be work under this 300 GB where Windows 2000 Professional or Windows NT is installed. Clear? So here every day what you need to do is, I'll show you how to, here I'll show like how it will start server. So every day whenever we want to install, whenever you want to practice, then first what you need to do is you need to start the server. Once the server starts, it will take to start the server, it will take 5 minutes of time. And once all the servers are, so first whenever you start the server, then server, whatever servers are there, servers will look like an hash color. Servers will look like in hash color. So once it will booting started, then it will convert from hash to yellow color, right? And once it will take some more time and it will convert from yellow color to green color. So whenever all the server applications are turns into green color, then you can start the application. First, you need to start the server. So you need to click right, because right now in my system, the server is not installed. I have taken a remote access, right? Whoever are taking server access, I'm just informing them. First, we need to click on server, right click, and you need to say that start. So once you start, then it will start buffering. And first, initially, it will be in green color. All the server and server backups will be in gray color. Once it start for 2 to 3 minutes, it will convert, gray will convert into yellow color, and yellow color will convert into green color. Green color, when it converts into green color, then what does it indicate? The server is ready. The server is ready for work. Then what we need to do? We need to start SAP application. That I can show you. See, you will get 2 access, and this is called SAP application, logon access. So once you start the server, right, and this is called SAP logon application. So we need to click on SAP logon once the server is ready. Okay, then we need to click on run. Clear? One second. So here, so this is, so again, I'll reiterate for everybody's benefit. So here, whenever you install in server, so again, I'm telling you, they will charge around 400 to 500 rupees for installation. So it's a one-time investment. It's a one-time investment, but what is the problem? As I told, what is the problem here? It's a one-time investment. As long as you are switching on server perfectly and you are closing server perfectly, then probably you won't get any problem, the server problem. But you are shutting down the server without closing, then one time, two times it will work, but third time it will definitely, the server will get collapsed. So again, you need to reinstall by paying 400 or 500. Understood, everyone? So every time you need to take care how you will start. In the same way, you need to stop the server in the reverse order. First, it will be in the green. Once you say stop, right click and stop, server stop. Then first it will be in green, then it will convert into yellow, then it will come into hash color. Then only you can close the applications. Understood, everyone? Okay.
Yes, Navish.
So here, so that's the reason you and
Naveen, for installation 400 and for for use of application 800.
no, it's not 800. That is different. See, if you are taking 800 rupees per quarter, whatever it is, then you need not to install a server in your system. Okay, I'll tell you that also. Clear? This 400 only for installation. If you are installing in your system, then you need not to pay quarterly 800.
Okay.
This is one-time investment which will be there in your system. The server will be there in your system. Understood?
Yeah.
The server, they will install server in your system and application also in your system only. But what is the problem? What is the advantage? As I said that it's one-time investment. 400 rupees, that's it. As long as you are starting and stop the server, you are doing perfectly, then it will not get corrupted. But if you are shutting down improper way, then it will be get corrupted. The server will be get corrupted. But what is the other disadvantage with this in the sense? As I said that whenever you are working SAP in this particular environment, then if you are working and you got some error, right? You want to show online to someone. Then here, as I said that network will not work. So you can't show anyone online. It will work only offline. You can't show the other person, the person who is sitting in somewhere around 5 to 10 kilometers. You want to share the screen, then you can't share the screen because net will not work in this particular environment where SAP server is installed. Understood? Right? So two partitions here. So 300 GB and 200 GB. So in this 200 GB, you can do any activities. SAP will not work, but other activities, your Gmail, whatever, WhatsApp, whatever you want to do, you can do it in other 200 GB. MS Word, MS Access, online activities, whatever you want, you can do it. Gmail, like bank account checking and all. But here you can't do anything apart from this. Clear? And one more is, you purchased a laptop and you don't want to install server in your system. Okay, then remote server. Remote server access. What do you mean by remote server access? Remote server access in the sense they won't install. For example, you purchased a new laptop. Okay, you purchased a new laptop and you want SAP server access. Clear? So then they won't remove any software or anything from your system. What they will do, server will be maintained some other area and they will install only SAP application in your system. Only application, hardly it will take 200 to 300 MB. So here, this is called SAP login application. So only this they will install in your system. No server. Server will be maintained by some other person remotely. So your server may be in Hyderabad, server may be in Bangalore, server may be in US. Clear? But the servers will not be there in your system. The servers will be there remotely maintained and they will give you the connection to that remote server to your system. And you will get this SAP application logger. And you can see how much space it occupies. Okay, this is a SAP GUI application. See, 117 KB, 117 KB. Where is 300 GB and where is 117 KB? Only this much it will occupy application, and the complete data will be occupied in a remote server. 1.17 KB. Understood? Any questions? So this, for this they will charge. For this they will charge whatever prices I said, 800 rupees per quarter or for 4 months or 6 months, 1200 something, even I'm not sure. Right? If you are SAP application, they will install in remote access. Okay, so for that they will charge some 800 rupees for 4 months, or I'm not sure, again 3 months. Okay, just talk to him, or 1200 rupees per 6 months. Clear? So here, what is the advantage? If you take a remote access, so it will be installed on your Windows 10 version. Okay. Okay. Windows will be installed on Windows. The SAP server will be installed. Clear? And from there you can do, for example, if you faced some issue and you want to share the screen, then you can share the screen to anyone across the globe if you've taken a remote access. Clear? Any questions? Yes, any questions here? Understood installation and remote access?
Yes, yes, Naveen.
Yes, Naveen.
So just decide yourself what you want to do. 400 rupees for lifetime, or 800 rupees for 3 months, 4 months, or 1200 per 6 months. Okay. Okay.
We
Naveen?
will take
Yes,
800.
please.
Naveen.
Yeah, is there any specific reason they use only Windows 2000 Professional for
This is
server to be
network. This
installed?
is nothing but network connection, Windows 2000 Professional or Windows NT operating
Oh,
system.
okay.
So both
Okay.
are network related OS operating systems.
Got it.
Yeah, hi Naveen.
Yes.
The same thing happened with in my laptop. Before my brother used to learn SAP, the same thing happened. It was installed in SAP server.
Okay.
It is in Windows 2008.
Okay.
So should I use that or should I
So if
install?
it is working, everything is okay, then you can continue that. Not an issue. If it's not working, then you need to either decide among these two.
Okay, Naveen.
Okay. So what are the 3 layers will be there? If, for example, now I have, as I said, that any access in real time, we will have a remote access only, right? The server will be at one place and the users will be at one place. Clear? What are the 3 layers we have? What are the 3 layers?
Application
Level, database, and presentation.
Right, first one, database layer. Database layer, right? Application layer. Next one, presentation layer. Clear? This is GUI. Okay. In ECC, we call it as an GUI, right? In S4 HANA also, we have a GUI plus Fiori app. Clear? So, okay. So here, application layer, which process done, The next database layer where data save, we know data saved, that we know that. So presentation layer, when it comes to SAP, presentation layers are, SAP is having two presentation layers right now. One is in ECC and S4 HANA, we have GUI. ECC and S4 HANA, we have GUI. You know, what do you mean by GUI? Graphical user interface.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is, when it comes to one more, HANA is having one more feature S4 HANA alone having, that is Fiori app. See, what do you mean by Fiori app? In the sense, see, majority people, you people are either from AP, AR or GL background people. So in GUI screen, GUI screen looks like this. For example, I'm logging in. This is Launchpad. Again, I'll come to this one. What is client and all? Okay, this is considered as an GUI screen, graphical user interface screen. So here normally the people who knows SAP 10% or 1%, people knows that we have a T codes, transaction codes, correct? Transaction codes. So here in transaction codes, we need to remember, if I want to post one particular entry, okay, then for example, FI entry, then I need to type here this. I'll explain what is this particular box, right? FB60. Then I need to press enter. So this is considered as an FB60 screen. What it is? Enter vendor invoice. So whenever I want to enter finance invoice into the system, then I need to remember a transaction code called FB60. So this particular screen, we call it as an GUI, graphical user interface. When it comes to S4 HANA, we have Fiori app. What exactly Fiori app in the sense? What is the advantage with the Fiori apps in the sense? For example, whenever I want to see this GUI part, graphical user interface part, then definitely I can view the reports either my desktop or laptop. Compulsory. If I want to do some activity of SAP GUI in the sense, compulsory, I should have a desktop or a laptop, compulsory, that is. But the advanced version of S4 HANA was is Fiori app. So what is this Fiori app? What is the advantage with the Fiori app in the sense? This particular Fiori app can work in your desktop, in your laptop, and as well as on your tabs, as well as in your mobile phones. Wherever the major revolutionary version, we can call it as an, so wherever, for example, my senior manager is traveling somewhere and he need to approve some payments and he's on flight, but mandatory he need to approve. He don't have any backups, right? At that particular point of time, now SAP is aligned with almost all international airways. Aligned with all international airways, SAP. Clear? Along with the Apple. Okay. So what we can do is almost all, you can use the network. You are on air. Then also you can use your network. So, and in mobile phone, you can log into your SAP Fiori app. Clear? And same time, from there, you can approve or whatever you want to do, you can do it. Clear? Anywhere, from anywhere where the network get connected, you can access that and you can start working on that. So that is the major advantage with the Fiori apps. And what is the other thing is, in Fiori apps, you don't have any transaction codes. It's a completely tile based. Completely tile based. What do you mean by tile based? It's nothing but apps. We will call it as an apps. So whenever you will go to App Store, right, you will check your apps, or what you will do, you will search for your required app. So here also in Fiori app, we don't type transaction codes, we will search for application, what you want to do, vendor invoice posting. So we will type it as an supplier outgoing posting. So our invoice, supplier outgoing invoice. Then it will open supplier FB60 screen or MIRO screen. You need not to type any transaction codes. So you want to make a payment. So supplier outgoing payment, customer incoming payment, clear, customer down payment request, supplier, you need to just type that. You need not to use the transaction codes in Fiori app. It's a completely, more than 10,000 apps are there in Fiori app. More than 10,000 apps. Right? In future, that's the reason what is the threat for end user in the sense, what is the threat for end user in the sense, everything will be get automated with this. So no need to remember any transaction codes. Directly anyone can do the tile based system. Just check, click, that's it, with mouse click. And it will take you to the same screen. When you say customer incoming invoice, then automatically it will show it as the same screen. But you need not to type FB60 or something. You can search your application, what app you want. Clear? That is a Fiori app. Understood, everyone? Clear?
No,
So
wait.
database layer.
Yes, it has more than 10,000 applications.
Yes. Clear? More than 10,000 apps are there in Fiori app. Clear? Right? That is the major advantage with the S4HANA. Clear? And again, there is a lot of difference between, I'll talk to you when we start up with the ECC and when we start up with the S4HANA, I'll 100% give you the difference between each screen. Whenever we do the GL part, I'll show you in S4HANA. When we start up with the S4HANA, I'll show you what are the things you have done in GL part, GL in ECC, and what is the difference you have in S4HANA. So everything, as I said, that in ECC, it is FICO. When it comes to S4HANA, it's a FICO. It's a only one. No separate module. Clear? And there is a lot of, so here you know that, right? Application layer, what application layer will work? What is database layer? What is application layer will perform? What application layer will do? What is the job of application layer?
GUI and Fiori.
It acts as a mediator between database and presentation.
Exactly. As I said that, I took one example, right? Your mobile phone, whether you are using an iOS or an Android, correct? For example, you want to install, once you purchase a laptop, mobile phone, what you will do? What is the application you will install? Whatever applications you want to install. For example, you want to install WhatsApp, what you will do?
Play Store.
You will go to Play Store, and from there you will request to get installed. So what is here, your mobile, Apple phone, whatever Apple phone you are using, the screen is nothing but your GUI screen, and whatever App Store or whatever Play Store you are calling, that is called application layer. Please mute yourself if you are not talking. Please, it's a humble request. Clear? And whatever App Store you are using, that is App Store or Play Store, whatever it is called, that is considered as an application layer, which is in between GUI and in between your database layer. Then what that App Store will do or Play Store will do, so it will go and it will search where the data is there, that WhatsApp data is there or Facebook data is there, that it will go and that will pick and that will install on your GUI. So that is called an application layer. So if there is no application layer, then you can't do any real-time activities. So the application layer concept, as I said, that first introduced by SAP only. Now everywhere, everyone are using it. Clear, everyone? Okay. Okay. Any questions on this? So that's again, it's up to you how you want to take, whether you want to take a server access or whether you want to install SAP in your system, right? Both are fine, both will work, right? But server, in the sense, it will take a bit time to start and stop server, and application also a little slower when compared to remote access. But the amount is very cheaper when it compared to remote access, server access. Okay, here, as I said, that as we are going to work on again, I am reiterating for everybody's benefit. Here we are going to handle both ECC and as well as S4HANA. So, but the servers are different for S4HANA and server is different for ECC. Correct? So what I said, you just take either install SAP ECC version or you take ECC server access. Okay, don't take S4HANA server access, because it's compared to ECC installation, you can't install S4HANA in your systems. Again, I'm telling you, because you know that last session I said how much memory it required. Clear? So you just don't take S4HANA server access, because comparatively ECC server access, it is more expensive. So that's the reason when we start S4HANA part, I'll give you the server access till that 3 months or whatever it is, whatever S4HANA we are going to do it. Only you people are responsible to take only ECC installation or ECC remote access. It's up to you. No restrictions on that. Clear?
Okay, Naman.
Yeah. So that you take a call. What you want to do. Okay. So here, what you need to do, again, we will come. So here we know that how many servers will be there in real time?
3.
3 servers. Perfect. So 3 in real time, any environment, whatever may be the project, minimum we will have 3 servers. We'll call it as they will mention it as an DEV server. So that is nothing but development server. Okay. Next one, we have QLT server. One more server we will have quality assurance.
Production.
Last but not least, production. Production server. Correct? Where is our job in these 3 servers? Where is we are going to work? Is it on production server?
We in the development,
Development server.
Development and quality.
quality.
Correct? Not production. Okay. So here we can do. Who will have access here? We will have access. Consultants. Okay. And we will have a consultant access. Consultants will have access. And as well as who will have access?
End user,
End user.
End user is nothing but who will involve in the project.
core team member.
Exactly, CTMs. Correct. And when it comes to production server, who will have access? In the
Core
sense,
team members.
even we will have access, but only view access. Correct.
We cannot implement changes in it.
Yeah, just we can view it. Plus CTMs will have access. And here, these are also end users, but we call them as an business users. Okay, business users may be a end user. Okay, who all are there? End user. I can end user. You know that, right? Super users. You know who are the super users? Super users. and power users. Understood?
Yes.
So here in this production server, consultant only view access, display access. Clear? So we don't have any display access. Display access. Okay. Okay. Any questions? Any real time? We have minimum 3 servers and 3 clients. Okay. But when it comes to practice part, clear? Again, I'll close it. I'm logging off. Okay. In practicing environment. Clear. So this is SAP Logon. SAP Logon. This is called Launchpad also. So SAP application logon or Launchpad. So click on run. Click on run. So here you will find your version SAP Logon 7.4. So select your SAP user. Okay. I'm having the very old version. I'm having the current version EHP 7 with ECC 6 plus S4 HANA version. All the three. As I said that, I'm going to show you all the 3 different servers. But initially we will work on the EHP 7 version. Is this clear? Everyone? Okay, double click on SAP user. Give me a second. I'll be back in a second. Okay. So here it's a client 800. All right. So here why it's mentioned as an 800. How much client numbers we can use? Normal SAP provides. What is the number range?
000 to 999.
000 to 999. 000 to 999 clients. And what is 00? Can we use 000 client?
No, it's for only
No.
It's an optional client, correct?
Yes.
It's
something
a,
like SOP.
sandbox client. We call it as a sandbox client, correct? And how about 001?
No,
No,
it should not.
but the manager, high level managers can view the screen. He can.
No.
That is
001.
066, I think.
001 is for real-time practice.
Sample client.
Real-time practice purpose 001 client. And when it comes to 066 client, 0
That
double
is,
six client.
managers have access.
This is nothing but wherever we are
Early
sitting in
watch
some place.
service.
Yes, early watch client. We'll call it as an early watch client. Early watch client in the sense we can sit, the manager or any person can sit in different location, and whatever activities we are doing, whatever development activities we are doing from this
Night
particular client,
hospital.
they can view it. Clear? So as I said that never ever say in real time, definitely in interview, they are going to ask you which client you have worked. Which client means not the client name they are asking, client number they are asking. So client number in the sense the 000 to 999, anything we can say, but except 000 client, we are not supposed to say. 000 client is a sandbox client. Clear? Where SAP will preloaded companies will be there in 000. Clear? It's an optional client. When it comes to a 001, in 000 client, whatever data is there, again I'm reminding, whatever data is there, we can't edit it, we can't delete it in 000 client. And same thing 001 client, the same data will be there in 001. We can edit it. Means if you want to practice, okay, before implementation any project, you want to check your configuration steps, then sorry, you can use this 001 client. Okay, you can redo actions, whatever we want to do, we can do in this particular client. But in 000, it's an optional, we can't do it anything, just we can view it, we can't edit it, we can't delete it. But here we can do everything, we can edit it, we can delete it, we can view it. Clear? And when it comes to 066 client, it's nothing but it's an early watch client. Early watch client. Clear? Any questions on this? So then why the other client number SAP standard provided is here. If you log in into your system, SAP in real environment also, as if you are working as an end user also, once you log in, you will find one client number here. One client number. You just see that. Clear? And whenever in interview they are asking client number, you can say that particular client number, that I have done the integration in that particular client number. Clear? So, but don't say 800 client. Don't say 800 client. Client 800, SAP has provided client 800 for training purpose. Clear? Clear? What is 800 client? 800 client SAP provided for training purpose. So here in real time, we have 3 servers, correct? Development server, quality server, and production server. But in 800 client, that is nothing but our education client, we will not have 3 servers separately. We are not going to have 3 servers separately in practice in this training environment. We are having all the 3 servers in this particular client only, 800 client only. Clear? In this only we will do all the configuration. We will do all here in this only we will check all the quality checking, and in this only we are going to do all the production process. So all the 3 servers will be there in this 800 client only. Clear? Clear, everyone? So don't ever say that in interview that which client you have worked, and don't say that we have worked under a client 800. Clear? So what does it mean 800 client? In the sense you have done an education purpose, not a real time. Clear? Any questions? Any questions?
No.
Okay, this is absolutely SAP provided for practicing purpose and training purpose, and it is not an original software. Okay, and you know that if you want to purchase this, how much one user cost, one license cost? Original software, if I want to purchase SAP original,
90,000?
91,000
90. Okay.
per one license. Per one user in an organization. In your organization, 10 people are there, 10 user IDs are required, then you need to spend 10 into 91,000. 100 are there, then 100 into 91,000. Original software. Clear? But here this is 800 client is a free software which is provided by SAP for training, practice, and education purpose. So this we will get a free of cost. Okay. So your education, whatever version you are, whatever licensed version you are purchasing in real time, then that will not expire. That will have a long term this thing. But here this particular free server, whatever access we are having, then this will get expires. Okay. That is the only difference we have. Write down why we are using 800 client in the sense it's already in this 800 client SAP provided predefined templated companies, pre-configured and predefined templates. Okay, all the modules will be configured, predefined. SAP already provided a predefined. So at the time of practice, when we are doing a practice, if you have any doubt, then we can open that particular any company, whatever SAP standard provided, we can open and we can check. According to that, we can continue in the next in our company. Clear? So number of companies, number of company codes, predefined company codes, pre-configured company codes will be there in 800 client 800, because SAP has provided it for training, practice purpose, education purpose. So already all the set of guide, all the set of implementation guides and every note you will get in SAP directly. Without anyone's help, we can do it, but we need a guide. That's the reason people are joining the courses. But here everything predefined companies are there in this. SAP already configured companies are installed in this particular client 800. Clear? So directly we can work by, if at all by practicing, you stuck somewhere, then you can go to the company code, the predefined company codes, and you can start working from there. You can check and you can rectify it. Clear? So this is called client number. And never ever, again, one more thumb rule, never ever say in interview that you worked on a client 800, client 000, client 001 and 066. Right? Okay.
Okay.
So normally, if you take a server access or then the user, whoever you are from getting, they will give you a user ID and password. So you can change your password. If you installed SAP in your system, then they will give you a default user ID that is called SAP user. Okay, and password would be capital I India 123. It's a standard across. Clear? If you installed in your system, the user ID would be SAP user and the password would be India 123, capital I in India 123. That is your password. But when you take a server access, then the basis consultant from whomever you are taking, then he will create one user ID and he will give you what here I took it on my name. Clear? You will get some EHP 1, EHP 20, EHP 30, something like that. And password you can reset according to your requirement. So here, this is my user. Okay, I'll tell you what is this one password. This is okay. Right, if you install, again I'm reiterating, what is the user ID you will get by default. Okay, SAP user and password India 123. Right, and languages, and SAP has provided, the SAP is there in 41 different languages. 41 different languages. And here by default, it will take it as an EN English. Or okay, if you won't mention anything, then also it will take English. But you can have number of different languages. Like if you type DE, then it will take it as in German. And every screen and every thing would be shown in German language. Clear? So here I'll take it as an EN. Okay. Right? And write down user ID is a case sensitive. User ID is case insensitive. User ID is a case insensitive. Right? Here it could be you can give capital letters or you can give lower cases also, user ID. Clear? And password is a case sensitive. Password is a case sensitive. You can write it down. Okay. So you can, I have given write down SAP login, you know that. So in real time, we have 3 servers, right? Client, again, I have given all the notes for this, right? So in practice environment, we will have 1 server and 1 client, and client number is 800. It is an educational server which is provided by SAP. In 800 client, SAP provides predefined and pre-configured templates components. Just now I told you. Okay, or we can call it as a demo data. We can call it as a demo data. And this version we call it as an IDS. Write down IDS. It's nothing but Internet Demonstration and Evaluation System. Internet Demonstration and Evaluation System. I'll show you that definition also. Okay, so here I'll give you, now we have seen this particular screen, 800 client and user and password. User, just write it down. Case, user ID is a case insensitive, and maximum length, user ID length we can give as 12 characters. 12 characters. And password would be minimum 8 characters. Minimum 8 characters and maximum of 54 characters. Maximum of 54 characters.
I mean, user ID minimum 8 characters.
Maximum 12 characters and minimum 8. When it comes to password, minimum 8 and maximum is 54. Okay, and it's a case sensitive, which should be a combination of alphanumeric. Same like your Gmail, whatever you give, the same, it will work. Okay. So here I'll give my password. And one more thing, it looks like your MS Office screen. MS Office screen. See, right? You can see here menu bar. Anything new you are able to see in this particular? This is called menu bar, right? In MS Office also we have menu bar. Now we are calling it as in ribbons, but earlier it was, right? Title bar. This is application toolbar and status toolbar. You remember MS Office also looks like a same. Correct? What is the new in this? Okay, just write it down. Write down what this one we have divided into 8 parts. or 9. Okay, so here the first one is called as a menu bar. Menus will be there, so that's the reason we call it as a menu bar. Right down the first one, whatever on the top, we have menu bar. Okay, and this is considered as an SAP standard toolbar. SAP standard toolbar, whatever tools you are able to see, find, okay, new, right, create new session, all the stuff is nothing but SAP standard toolbar. Write it down. Next one, this is considered as an SAP title bar. SAP easy access, whatever you are able to find, this is considered as an SAP title bar. And what below to that, whatever options you are able to see, that is considered as an application toolbar. SAP application toolbar. Application toolbar. And here, whatever till SAP, whatever here, you can call it as an SAP status bar. SAP status bar. Okay, and this is considered as a navigation. Okay, if you click on here, it will show you what is system, who is the client, who is the user, what is the program, translation, whatever the T code, we call it as a status node. You can just write it on extreme right, whatever session manager is there, status node. We call it as a status node. Clear? Again, I'll reiterate for everybody's benefit. Okay, this is menu bar, correct? And this is standard toolbar, SAP standard toolbar. And this is SAP title bar. And this is considered as an SAP application toolbar, right? And this is considered as an SAP status bar, the bottom left. Okay, and the right hand side, status node. We call it as a status node. Status node in the sense which transaction code you are working, under which client you are working, and who is the user is working. Everything it will show. Everything. What is your response time? Means how much time it is taking to get the program. You can see here milliseconds. Response time. Right? Everything it will show you the complete details. Clear? And everything we have the same thing in SAP. Sorry, MS Office. And what is the new in this? Okay. The extra thing we have is command field. The extra thing, whatever it is there, call it as a command field. Okay. So write down extra thing is command field. Right. Here we are going to give commands. Those commands in SAP, we are going to call it as an to get some transaction. Commands is nothing but to get some transaction, means to do activity, we will give some codes, some commands. That commands, the transaction commands, we are going to call it here as a transaction codes in SAP. Those are nothing but a commands to activate those activity. We will give some commands, right? FB60 is one command, right? What it will activate? It will activate vendor outgoing incoming invoice. Clear? In the same way, F110. Clear? That is a vendor payment, incoming outgoing payment, right? F110 is one command. So that command where we need to enter in this command field. Clear? So this command field, we are going to call it as a command box or transaction code. Clear? Where we enter. Clear, everyone? So just write it as a command field. So every application, we have one command. As I said, the journal posting, we have one command. Payment posting, we have one command. Clear? Every application will have few commands. And we are going to call it as a transaction. Clear? Fine, everyone. So that T codes we can directly mention in command field. Okay. And here the new thing is this one. This one. We have two menus are there. The top one is SAP navigation menu. The above one, whatever menu we are able to see, this is called SAP navigation menu. Clear? And on the bottom, whatever favorites you are able to see, that we call it as an SAP user defined menu. SAP user defined menu. What is this? This is called SAP navigation menu. And the bottom one, whatever favorites are there, that we call it as an SAP user defined menu. Clear? So these three things are new. Three things in the sense, one is command field, which will not be there in MS Office, and this navigation menu we won't find, and as well as an SAP user defined menu. Clear? But now we have some introduced quick access toolbar. So that is nothing but your favorites only in MS Office. Any questions here? So here I have mentioned the same thing. See here, menu bar, SAP standard toolbar, SAP title bar, SAP application toolbar, SAP status bar, status node, command field. Clear? I have clearly mentioned here again. I have mentioned for each transaction or application, we have commands. Those commands are known as transaction codes or transaction T codes. Okay, by default, which SAP delivers. Those T codes we need to mention in the command field, right? In SAP, there are more than 65,000 transaction codes are there. More than 65,000 transaction codes are there. And when it comes to finance module, we have more than 1,800 transaction codes are there. Right? Understood? In ECC version environment, we have almost all 65,000 transaction codes are there in all the applications. But when it comes to SAP, this one finance part, we have more than 1,800 transaction codes are there. 1,800. Clear, everyone? Any questions on this? Okay. Okay. Any questions here? I know these are the basics for everybody knows, but still, if someone doesn't know, then okay. So here SAP menu. So all the applications, all the transactions are clubbed into SAP menu. For example, these three folds are very important: logistics, human resource, and accounting. These three are very important, very important. So when it comes to logistics, okay, this logistics module directly related to inventory or services. Clear? That's nothing but your MM module, material management module, sales and distribution module, logistics execution module, production, quality management, customer service, PM, plant and maintenance. So these are directly related to material, inventory, or services. So that is related to logistics. Right? When it comes to accounting module, this is our module now. This is our module. Okay. We are going to work on this particular area. We are going to financial accounting and controlling. Okay. We are going to work on financial accounting module and controlling module. Out of even finance module, accounting module, we have a number of different modules, but out of that, we are going to work on financial accounting module and controlling module. Okay, this is an advanced module, that is FSCM module. Investment management, strategic management, these are advanced modules. So here we are going to discuss about financial accounting module, CO module, and along with that, we are going to work on material management module, sales and distribution module. Okay, and possible, if possible, then we are going to discuss about plant maintenance. Clear? So here, financial accounting and controlling. We are not going to discuss these advanced models because it's not our area. And HR is related to HR portal. Okay, write down how to interact transactions or applications. Write it down. How to interact transactions or applications. Okay, how to interact transaction or application. Write down path, SAP menu. Write down SAP menu. So every time how you need to write path in the sense, I'll tell you, I'll show you. Every time configuration stuff, we are going to say path in the sense, just put it as in path. Okay, what is now? First SAP menu. SAP menu. So accounting step. Clear? Accounting. So next, financial accounting. Financial accounting. General ledger. Okay. For example, you want to enter one entry, document entry. Enter GL account, document. Okay, enter GL account document and transaction code is P code is. Don't write and just path in the sense in future, you need to write like this. So FB50. So this is the path. The same way we are going to navigate. So how to interact in the sense, same thing. For example, I'll go here. See, this is my SAP menu. This is my SAP menu, correct? And here search for accounting, financial accounting, general ledger, document entry, enter GL account document, FB50. Clear? Anyone have a questions? Okay, the post. If you double click on this, then it will take you to this particular screen, journal entry posting screen. Posting screen. Okay, automatical. So we can interact transaction like this, or okay. So if you want to interact this, particular transaction in the sense, you need to remember either the path, navigation path, or the transaction code, whichever is easy for you. But my advice, initially we will check completely navigation path, right? And after that, we will, one company you people try to do with navigation part, another company you try to do with transaction code part. Clear? Right? Write down. Or you can write, instead of, if you don't remember path, then directly type transaction code FB50 in command field. FB50 in command field. Press enter. And you can directly, it will take you to this part. So either two ways we can enter, either the path, navigation path, or through transaction code. Clear? I know you. Okay.
Naveen, for end user, they will not give all these things, right? Directly, they will give SAP end user that will automatically pick for, if, say, for example, we are accounts payable.
Okay.
It will automatically come as accounts payable. Nah?
Okay.
This all
One
things
second.
will not come.
1 second. Yeah. See, how to recognize whether you are in end user screen or consultant screen in the sense, see, whenever you log in into the system, first it will take you to the end user screen. So how to recognize it's an end user screen? You can see here, SAP Easy Access. So whatever SAP Easy Access screen is there, that is considered as an end user screen. Clear? And next, what's your question?
No, say for example, if we are logging into one system,
Mhm.
if we wanted to log into the accounts payable end user, so it will automatically come with the accounts payable field, or we will not see all this menu.
No,
right?
you will find. Definitely you will get this. So what they will do is, for example, you will find SAP menu, and here they will mention directly this one like this. You can check it out. So you will find this particular options directly, and what you will do, you will just double click on this. Clear? Post incoming. So according to that, you will get this. But once you click on SAP menu option, then it will elaborate completely. Like you can check what are the systems you have in your this one real time end user level. You will have this particular screen. This is completely anywhere across the globe. You will find this in SAP Easy Access screen. Once you log in and check it out, whether you have a SAP Easy Access or not. Under that, you have a SAP menu or not. Clear?
So this
We
is
have
a end
SAP
user.
menu.
Yes. Once you click on SAP menu drop down, then you will find all the options. Just try once.
So even
I'll just
consultants
try.
also need end user access.
Sorry.
Even consultants also need this end user access.
I said, right, we will have a production access only for view purpose in real time. This will be there in our development server also and quality server also. But production server, we will not have as a consultant. We will have only view access. We can't do any postings. But everywhere SAP Easy Access will be there. Clear? In quality server, we will have, development server, we will have, and in production server. This is a production server. Clear, everyone?
So directly we are into production server.
That's what we see here. This is a training server. In real time, you will have a different. In 800 client, you will have a development server in this only, quality server in this only, production server also in this only.
Okay.
But in real
So-
time, you will have a separate servers.
So would you show how the screen would be in a real time?
I can't show you. This is because this is a training environment.
Yeah, but we just want to see like how it would be. See, this training purpose is different,
It's the
and
same.
actually
It's
when
like
you
a
log,
same. See, again, I'll show you. If you say SPRO, this is an advantage. See, you are working as an end user, right?
yes.
Yes, right. So here there is a screen called SPRO screen /n SPRO screen. This is project screen, customization screen. In real time, in end user level, you won't find this particular screen where we will do all the configuration in this particular screen. Means development server will in real time. This is called development server, where we will do all the configurations. Understood? That is called SPRO. That I'm supposed to say, but you are asking before this only. So this is SPRO screen. This is nothing but your development screen. Understood? Where you will do all the configuration and you will move from development server to production server. What is a production server? Once you go back from here, this is called production server. That is nothing but SAP Easy Access server. This is nothing but your end user environment. Clear?
Okay.
In real
Yes.
time, if you check SPS, type it /SPRO or whatever SPRO, then you won't get it. It will clearly says that you don't have access to this. Clear? SPRO transaction code SPRO is for production system. Understood? That however, we are going to work on SPRO screen initially. After that, we will come to production server. That is easy access screen. So here we are in this particular project, we are going to do two different activities. One is consultant role we are going to do, and end user role also we are going to do it. Is this clear?
Yes, Navin. Yeah.
How about
Yes,
others?
it's clear.
Lalita, is it clear your question?
Yes, Navin. Like
Just check
I
it
just
out.
thought like in SAP menu, we will only have something which is related to accounting.
No.
I'll check again and I'll let you know. Like
Yeah, sure. You can check it out.
okay. Then.
Yeah.
So here Naveen, Ashwini here.
Yeah, Ashwin.
In production, you mean to say in client 800, it has all three servers in it, and we can access all three servers T codes.
Correct.
But in real time, there will be three different servers, and production T codes doesn't work in end user, and end user T codes doesn't work in production, right?
Can you come again with your question in real time? See,
in real time, like there will be three different servers.
correct.
So the production server T codes will not work in end user server T code, end user server.
This is end user screen, right? In real time, you will have this particular screen.
Okay.
Okay. So whatever configuration steps, whatever configuration transaction codes are there, that will not work in your end user screen.
Okay.
Understood?
Okay. Yeah.
Rest
got it.
other whatever end user transaction code required, and again the modules are different, right? AP module, AR module, GL module. So again, user specific transaction codes, user authorized transaction codes will work for you, right? You are into AP, for example, only AP authorized transaction codes will work for you, and GL person is working, then he will have only GL transaction authorization code, SOD. Clear? But in this particular environment, 800 client, so we are free to work. So we will have all the access. We will have all the both development server access. We will have a production server access. So we can do all the configuration and we can do all the testing in production server.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? Any other? I know it's before we start, it will have some sort of issues.
Navin, like you said, in real time, if you want to do the configuration, we have to type like SPRO, right? T code.
Yes.
So what about that quality assurance server?
Quality assurance server, you can directly have same thing. In quality assurance server, you will have the production server access. Easy access screen. What you will check in quality? Only the final transaction codes, right? Whether it is
Yes.
working or not. So you
Working
have,
or not?
yeah, easy access screen access you will have in quality, but that will not hit to real time production.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. One second. Next one. For example, right, we have seen how to interact transactions and applications. Okay, 1 second. Any other questions before I proceed?
I mean, can you explain this regarding IDES?
Sorry, no, I'll show you that.
Okay.
I'll show you that how we can view. I'll explain complete menu bar. I'll explain complete menu bar and I'll explain complete SAP standard toolbar, application toolbar. Each and everything I'll show you, minute things I'll show you here. Before that, any questions? Right? How many transaction codes we have? Overall?
Finance 1800, overall 65,000.
Yes. Clear? So here, for example, For example, in SAP, you are working on AP, correct? So as I said that, and we are going to use all this 1800 transaction codes. Do we use?
No, I think.
No, right?
No.
So here, and we can't remember, hardly we use 10 or 15 transactions, right? So here, and right, what is favorites here? Favorites is nothing but, so the whatever transaction codes we regularly use, okay, that we can make in as a favorites. We can make it as a favorites. So whatever transaction codes we regularly use, 3, 4, 10, 20, 30. So we can make it as an favorites, so that instead of checking or remembering, for example, every day you are using 30 transaction codes. Clear? So sometimes we may not get the transaction code, we won't get immediately. So if you, then you need to go with the path. Clear? So sometimes we won't remember the path also. So to overcome that difficulty, what we can do is, SAP provides us, we can make favorites. Means whatever transaction codes we use regularly, we can make into favorites. Clear? So how to make? This is nothing but a user definable memo. User definable. So what is the difference between SAP menu and user defined menu? In the sense, SAP menu, you can only view it. Only you can view it in SAP menu. But when it comes to user defined menu, you can delete, you can move the transaction from one place to another place. Clear? And you can edit it and you can delete it. But in SAP menu, just you can follow that. That's it. You can't delete it, you can't edit it, you can't move it. Clear, everyone? I'll remove my transaction code first of all from delete from favorites. No need to be see here. I'm deleting from favorites. So my favorites are empty now. Okay. So if I want to delete anything in accounting, if I want to delete any folder, so if I right click, I don't have any option called delete or edit. Open folder, that's it. Clear? So SAP menu, we can't delete it. Right? So we can create it. So write down how to create folders in favorites menu. Next step, write down. If everybody knows, but just maintain, because it's everywhere for everybody's word. How to create folders in favorite menu. How to create folders in favorite menu. So write down. Put the cursor on favorites. Put the cursor on favorites. So just say right click with your mouse. Or we will go with the another way. Okay. Go to favorites menu. Okay, put the cursor on favorites. Click on favorites menu. Next, click on insert folder. Click on insert folder. So it's asking for, so I'm giving it as an entry transactions. Entry transactions. So here you can see here. We have one more thing. Place the cursor on favorites. Right click with your mouse. Insert folder. This is another way. Okay. Right, put the cursor on favorites, right click and select insert folder. Okay. I'll write it as an report transactions. right? Two different ways. Okay, just write it down. So write down, we can change the sequence. You can change the sequence. So for that, you need to drag and drop. So here, see here, drag and drop. Then entry. Clear? Just drag and drop. So you can drag and drop. But in standard SAP menu, we can't do it. SAP menu, you can't do that. If you are saying this, see, for example, I want to move this folder. You can't move it. Clear? Only in SAP favorites only we can do it. Clear? So move the positions. Then we can use a drag and drop. And don't put under folder. Then it will become a subfolder to this one. So report transaction is a subfolder of favorites, not entry transaction. Okay, same like this. Okay. Place the cursor in entry transactions. Okay. And subfolders we can create. Right click. Insert folder. Under this main folder, we are creating insert folder. Okay. Insert folder. So here I'll give GL postings. Click on OK. Click on OK. GL postings. Click on OK. So here we have a favorites, entry transactions, and GL postings. So here we can create n number of folders and subfolders. There is no restrictions. So within that folder, how to write it down? Within the folders, how to add transaction codes. Creation of subfolder, you know that now. Insert or add transactions in the favorite folder. Write down. Insert or add the transactions in the favorite folder. Okay. How to add transactions or applications in the favorite folder. So transactions or applications, we can use application word also again and again. Okay, so I'll go to GL folder. This is the folder where I want to insert application or transaction. Place the cursor in GL postings. Go to menu bar, favorite, insert transactions. Select GL postings, folder, and favorites menu, insert transactions. Okay. For example, I would like to give a transaction code, same transaction code, FB50. So click on OK. Click on continue. So automatically it will take with the description FB50 GL account posting, single screen transaction. Okay. You can, if you double click, then automatically it will take you to the application.
Instead, we can directly enter the FB50 in T code, right?
See, that's what I'm saying. You can do that, but you are using 30, 40 transaction score every day. So if you won't remember, then you can have this particular option. I'm saying favorites. You can create it as in favorites. See, every day you are using 2 to 3 transactions. You will remember and directly you can do FB50 directly here. But once in a month you are using few transaction codes, 10 transaction codes. So it may not be possible that we remember those transaction codes which occasionally we are using it, right? Then what we will do, instead of searching and instead of asking someone, once at the time of doing once, then we will create them as an favorite.
Yes, sir. We can
Then
add it to.
yeah, we can add as an favorites so that we can easily use that application.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Next. Right. So for practicing purpose, we will have place the cursor in GL postings. Okay, now right click, insert transaction. Okay, we will see few more transactions. Right click, select insert transaction, select insert transaction. Okay, so it's nothing but outgoing payment F-07. Okay, click on GL outgoing payment F-07. See, post outgoing payment. We will see one more T code. Place the cursor in GL postings. Select insert transaction. It's not a folder, sorry. Insert transaction F-06. 07 is outgoing payment and F-06 is incoming payments. Manual outgoing payments and manual incoming payments. Clear? So GL postings, and see under favorites, under that we have entry transactions, under that GL folder, under that we have a transactions. Okay. So we can move whatever you want. First you want to FB50, then put under GL postings FB50, F-06, F-07. Okay. Next one, report transactions. So SAP menu, we have account. So in accounting, general ledger, see these are the reports. See here, these are the various reports in general ledger module, right? So how we can get SAP menu to our favorites, your favorites. Okay, how to copy, write down how to copy, write down how to copy SAP menu transactions into favorites. How to copy SAP menu transaction to favorites. Okay. So these are the reporting transactions, FBL3 and FHGLB03. Okay. Okay. So here, for example, FBL3N, we want to move to favorites. We want to move to, right? If you want to write down the path, you can write SAP menu, accounting, financial accounting, account, in that display or change line items, transaction code FBL3N. So don't remember now anything, just I'm showing you. Okay, again, we are going to do in GL module all this. So click on, select FBL3N, select FBL3N or display or change line items. So here, drag and drop. Put the cursor. So go to your report transaction. See here. Repeat the same for other report. So here, what is the disadvantage? We will see. See here, as it is there, and FAG display balances. Okay, so FAGLB03. Okay, drag and drop. Okay, we have copied FBL3N and we have copied FAGLB03. So one more we will see. FAGLL03, drag. Clear? So node added to favorites list. So here, one more way I can show you. For example, I'll delete from favorites. What I'll do is, we have one more option, FAGLL03, right? So select this, right click, add to favorites. Click on add to favorites. Okay, click on add to favorites. If you are feeling difficult in dragging and drop, then you can select here, add to favorites. But see where it is going.
Yeah, it is not added in the
Added to
photos.
root folder,
Yeah,
favorite
yes.
folder. Clear? It is added to root folder. But where we need to copy this?
Into report
All right.
transaction.
So it need to be copied to it. It need we don't want this is into favorite folder. We want a report folder. So here you can do directly. You can drag and drop. That's it. So it's easy for us. Understood? First add to favorites, then drag and drop wherever you want to add.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So like this, we can add n number of transactions in favorite folders. Right? We can create our own folders and we can add our required transaction codes, and there is no limit. And we designed our own favorites menu now. So and we have SAP menu also. Now I don't want to SAP menu. Clear? I'm a GL user and I don't want all those stuff now. I'm using every day only these transaction codes. I can deactivate SAP menu. Write down how to deactivate SAP menu. How to deactivate SAP menu. Write down. Okay. Go to extras, write down how to deactivate SAP menu. How to deactivate SAP menu means I don't want to see this. Probably Lalita asked the same question. Okay. How to deactivate SAP menu. Okay, write down. Select extras from SAP menu. Select extras from SAP menu and click on settings. Okay, click on settings. Click on settings. Okay, in that, do not display menu, only display favorites. Do not display menu, only display favorites. So click on OK. Do not display menu. Do not display menu. Only display favorites. So once if you click on OK, only favorites menu will be active. Clear? Only this will be there. And if you want to see SAP menu again, in the sense, same process. Extra, settings, and remove this option checkbox. It's up to you. Right? Right? Every application we have a T codes, transaction codes, SAP standard T codes, correct? So here it is, and sometimes it will not get displayed. Only the description will be there. Okay. Okay. And whatever standard SAP standard transaction codes are, that's globally the same. We can deactivate these T codes. Right on deactivation of T codes. How to deactivate transaction codes? How to deactivate transaction codes? How to deactivate application codes or transaction codes?
Why we deactivate usually?
Sorry.
Why do we deactivate the T code usually?
Sometimes, see, that's what it's my wish. I don't want to see the transaction codes, user requirement, that is. User, he don't want to see the transaction code. He want to use only the description part. Clear?
Okay.
Or he probably, when he switched on system, he log on to SAP, sometimes he may not find the transaction codes. If it is deactivated, how to activate?
Deactivation in the sense he is just deactivating the name.
Deactivate
The
is the transaction
code
code.
Hiding.
Description will work.
hiding.
Deactivate in the sense the transaction codes will not displayed here.
Yes,
The description will be displayed. We can't delete any transaction codes, whatever SAP standard provided. Deactivation in the sense here, the term is nothing but hiding the transaction codes. Only the description will be get displayed. Understood? We can't delete any transaction code which SAP provided standard. Here deactivation in the sense, here we are deactivating the display part. So select extras from SAP menu, select settings, select settings. Here you can click on display technical names. Click on display technical names. So here you can see, click on OK. See here. You won't find any technical names. Understood? So if you want to view the transaction codes, but here there are no transaction codes. Sometimes you will find in the system in the same way. So directly go to extras, settings, display technical names. That's it. So all the technical names will be get displayed here. Clear?
yes.
Yeah. And here you are able to see deactivate picture. This is called SAP demo system picture. Clear? We have two more options. For example, extras, settings. Clear?
Do not display picture.
So here display favorites at end list, right? So don't write this. So here, if you select this, then what happens is favorites will be moved first and SAP menu will show last. Okay. And if you want to move it down, then again system, extras, settings. Okay.
First one.
Okay. Okay. And here normally the logo. Normally what happens is in real time you will find the company logo or some other logo, and this will be done by SAP basis consultant. So but here it is showing IDS ERP. What is IDS? Just now I told you what do you mean by IDS part. Internet, write it down, IDS, if you don't remember.
Internet demonstration and evaluation
Evaluation,
system.
yeah. Write down if somebody asked, internet demonstration evaluation system, or somebody call it as an education system, but it's an evaluation system. Okay, so if I want to deactivate this, I don't want to see this, the logo, company logo, or this one, in real time we will see the company logo. Then if you don't want to see that company logo or anything, so go to extras. Okay,
Okay.
right, click on settings. Then next here you will find do not display the picture. Clear, and say okay. The picture, that is nothing but the logo will not be seen here. Is this clear, everyone? So in
Yes.
extras, this is very important here. Extras, the settings. Clear? The settings plays a vital role.
Yeah.
Right here, if you don't want to see, do not display menu, only display favorites. Then only favorites will be get displayed here. Clear? So normally at the time of giving you a system, the configuration, whoever done the configuration, what they'll do is this particular user have only these access. Then everything will be created under a favorites, and this SAP menu will be hidden, and that will be given. Clear? So any questions? Any questions? Any questions, anyone?
Can you just repeat the last part, Naveen?
Picture?
Yes, I was
So
having some internet.
no, the simple thing is extra. For example, company logo will be displayed here, but I'm not able to view the company logo here. Then what I need to do is go to extras, click on settings, and here display, do not display picture is activated. So here just uncheck this and say okay. Clear?
Got it. Thank you.
Any other questions from anyone? So just we have started today only the insert folder, insert transaction code, and what is the user GUI, right? User interface of SAP. Clear? And just remember that, because what is this, why we call it as a command field. Clear? And what is application standard toolbar, what is node. Clear? SAP node. So we need to have an idea about this. Clear? Either we are end user or a consultant, we are using day in day out application, and what extras will do, what are the things, and everything we are going to discuss. Again, I'm telling you, tomorrow session we are going to cover everything, and tomorrow we are going to see the first step, configuration step. As soon as we entered into any implementation project or any implementation project, then what is the things we need to do very first time, what are the things we have to check from the client, and what are the things we need to update. Tomorrow session we are going to see. So tomorrow would be a little crucial session, I can say that, because these are very important, insert folder, and majority people knows it, but still, but tomorrow onwards maybe things would be new for you people. The not configuration step, how to select the country, how to select the banks, currencies and all. Tomorrow session we'll see. Yeah, any questions? Any questions? So meanwhile,
So Naveen, you have given, we are working on the client number 800, right?
correct.
Because it is a training.
No, whoever works on a training environment, they need to work on client 800 only, not my
So
in my
in
server.
normal times,
Across
we
the
have to
globe.
give,
Across, you
in
can,
real time, we have to give the client number.
correct. So never ever say that in interview that which client you have worked. Normally what happens is I'm not taking any institute or something in SAP training centers. Straight away, what they will do is they will log in SAP and they will say that how to create a company, how to create a company code, and next one, how to create a business area, how to create credit control area, configuration steps they'll give you. But they never say that what is the importance of the client, what kind of data it will be stored in a client. Clear? So if we don't have an idea about the client, then very first question, okay, we modified 2 to 3 years experience on SAP in our resume. So whenever we stepped in, so definitely like they'll ask you one question, who is your client? First question. So probably you will say that XYZ is my client as per your resume. And definitely they'll say that under which client number you have worked, under which client number you have worked. So normally people have practiced everything on client 800, correct? Every day in day out, what is the practice server where you will work?
800.
800 client. And definitely every day we will see that 800 number, because see, if I ask you which you are, even though you are end user, under which client you are working, definitely we may not remember. But here client 800, client 800, because we will do transport request and everything, so we will remember 800. And over there we will go, whenever he asks 800, whenever he has the client number, then if we say 800 client, whatever, then definitely your resume will be in trash, even though you have a good skill set. Because in the resume you mentioned that 3 years of experience or 2 years of experience or 1 year of experience. But in real time, no one will use client 800. So that's the reason my students, what I advise is never use the client numbers 000, 001, 066 and 800 series at all. Don't say 800 to 899 series at all. Apart from that, use any number. Clear? 100, 110, 115, 120, 130, whatever it is. Except 8 series number plus except these 3 if in ECC. Questions?
So Naveen, if we give a random number like 130 or something,
Okay.
will they ask further questions on client or nothing?
No, because client number, it's required. That's it. Why they want to check client number, only almost 2 to 3 years experienced people, why they will ask in the sense, see whether whatever experience they kept genuine or not, to check that. Because whoever are mentioned and not a genuine experience, definitely they will do a mistake at the client number. That's it. Because the practice part, because they don't know, because in their institute or somewhere they didn't taught regarding client numbers. So definitely they will do this mistake.
So they won't ask client name or
We won't have any
just the client number.
client name in this is, that's what I'm saying. We will definitely, we will mention in our whatever projects we have done, we will mention the client name. Clear? For example, you said that Apple client. I have worked for Apple client. And what is the client number Apple? You can say that 120 client. What is your Apple client? What Apple client will do? Apple client, what is the main business of Apple client? Probably mobile phones or tabs or whatever, you can say that. So whatever client name you need to mention, client number, you need not to mention client number, but definitely in the resume, you need to mention a client name. And what is their business? You need to remember, you need not to mention that in your resume. That I'll take care of it. Again, I'm telling you, like when I prepare, I'll help you in preparing of your resume part. I'll take care of that and I'll explain you how to answer that. But remember this thing, whoever not joined this part, just whoever are attending other sessions or somewhere, just tell them that this particular client number we are not supposed to use at all. It makes a lot of difference.
Naveen, in previous session you said that 00100 is sandbox client. That is like example only you said.
That is a genuine. No, that is not example. That is real time. 000 is for sandbox. 001, yeah, is for
not that one. 100 you gave.
that is example. That is
Example.
example. That is
Yeah,
example. I took.
110 is configuration client.
Yes, yes. That is an example I took. You can use the same numbers, not an issue. In your interview part, you can use those numbers, whatever the, but
Not
right,
interview in real time, like here.
real time,
when we are
it could be
practicing.
anything. It could be anything in real time. As per your client requirement, it will be there.
So when we work on the, you have given differentiated, right? Configuration client is 110, object
Just took
development
an
client.
example. For example, every configuration in development server, we have a number of clients. Clear? What would be the number? That could be 100, that could be 200, that could be 300, that could be 400, that could be 500 or 510, 520, 530, anything that is. The client want the first see, I'll explain you once again that. See here, client 110, I said example, in real time, it could be any number. This client 800 could be any number. Sorry, not
So-
client 800, 110. Client 100 could be any number, or sorry, client 110 could be any number.
Yeah. So when we are working on like in real time, so if we are doing any configurations, so once we log in into this development server, so if we have multiple clients, so we have to do configuration for each client, right?
Under each client, we have some steps. So that according to that, we will work. Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other questions? Any other questions? So don't get confused, because we will show you that real-time environment, the environment, and I'll explain in our complete project, complete real-time environment scenarios. So that's the reason you will understand the conceptually, because we will see the config.
Yeah, understood, but I am just confused with this. How would be the real time? Like once we log in.
It could be anything. See, in real time, probably they may not have all these clients. They will have only two clients. One is 110 and 120, 130, or it could
But
be.
how we will be in a development server and quality assurance server?
We will have a numbers, right? What is your production server? Which server you are working?
I'm not working on SAP.
No, you're not working. Lalita, what is the
I'm
server
into
you are
Oracle.
working? What server? Which server you are working? Anyone can say that. End user.
020.
020 client number. That is. But what is the environment?
SAP ECC environment.
Sorry.
ECC.
Under ECC environment, what is
6.0.
your system name? I'm asking. There will be a system name, right?
Example.
BNP.
Okay. There will be like we have pharma, like we have some segregation, pharma client, Sandoz client, like that. So how it will be there, like in.
I'll tell you. For example, you are working on a development server. Somewhere in a server, in a client name, they'll mention it as a D. It will start with the D. And whenever you are working on the system quality, it will be mentioned somewhere with the client name Q. And somewhere in P, production server, they will mention it as a P. So with that D, as I said, that DN2, for example, QN2 and PN2. For example, I'm taking example. DN2 is nothing but, for example, nutritional product. Client is a nutritional product, and D is nothing but development of nutritional product. Clear? And next one, what do you call QN2 is nothing but quality. PN2 production. So in somewhere you will get this thing. Production server, however, see, development server in the sense, for example, definitely I said that you don't have an access for SPRO, right?
But Naveen, where do we find this? Like we have not found it till now.
Like PD5, QD5.
PD5 is, what is PD5? P stands for?
Production.
You mean to say for production? That is a system.
Exactly.
Okay.
PD5, P stands for
Production. QD5.
Quality. DN5.
Okay, got it now.
Yeah,
I am just thinking in the transactional code or in the system we will be getting
the
that.
system name,
Sorry.
as you said, PD5, right?
Correct, correct.
PD2, PD1. That P stands for production.
Yeah, the
Okay.
same thing when you're
This
saying
is for
PD.
legacy system, right? Now in PD5 and PD4.
It's not like that. It's again client to client, it's different. PD5
Okay.
is nothing but a production client. QD5 quality, probably DD5 they have. Then again it depends development. Clear?
Got it.
Yeah. Any other questions?
So Naveen, I have one doubt. So
Please.
when we go on to the configurations and all, you will select one like AP. You'll go like a structure map. It's AP like
Of
AR.
course,
And
we are
after
going
that,
to we are going to see the first configurations first.
yes.
For all the modules, we are going to do the starting configuration. Clear? Once we are done with the configuration part, again, I'm telling you, if you start practicing perfectly at configuration part, again, I'm reiterating everybody's benefit. Here, for example, tomorrow or next week, probably we will enter into the basic configuration part. And we will go in depth of organization structure. First, we need to understand as a consultant, we need to understand organization structure first. So I'll take much time on organization structure only, because if you are entering into an organization as a consultant, you need to see where is the base level and where is the start level. That you need to understand. According to that, you need to, for example, as I said that today, what we call different positions. You may into a documentation, or you may into a architecture, system architecture, that is nothing but business architecture. So you need to have complete idea. Clear? So once we done the organization structure, then we are picture into the configuration part, basic configuration part. So once we do the configuration part end to end, then we will start first module. The base module is a GL module, general ledger module. Clear? And in GL,
configuration will be same for all the
yes,
AP.
yes.
GL. It will
Yes.
not be segregated into
No, they again, these are considered as an AP. See, GL is a main module, and AP, AR, asset accounting, all considered as in sub modules.
Okay.
Clear? The right. So once first we will complete GL. In GL also, we are not going to do 1 or 2 transactions. We are going to do almost all 20 to 30 different transactions, different transactions. Everything, whatever I'm facing in real time, everything I'll show you. Not 1, 2 transactions like others. We are going to spend a lot of time in GL model. And once you are perfect in GL module, clear, then AP and AR module is nothing for you. If you are good at GL module, clear, and AP and AR module will be nothing. So what I'll do is, once we are done with the AP GL module, then simultaneously mirror image. AP is a mirror image of AR, AR is a mirror image of AP. So not like others, I'll start one after the other. I'll start simultaneously both AP and AR. Normally other institutes, what they'll do is, they'll first start AP and after that they'll start AR. Clear? But here we are not going to do that. We are going to do AP and AR same time. So with this, what happens is, you will understand where is the difference between AP and AR. If I show separately, then you won't understand. Clear? And all the sort of reporting we are going to see, how the dunnings will be done, how everything printed will be there, right? Once we are done with the AP and AR model, then we will pitch into banking module. Clear? And one more module I have introduced here, customer interest. Normally that thing will not be covered, actually, customer interest part. So but still I have seen majority interview, they are asking questions on customer interest. So I have added, for last batch onwards, I have added customer interest. That is a small module that also I have added in this particular course. And after that, we are going to see the banking module. Under banking module, in and out of banking, plus we are going to see the manual BRS and electronic BRS. Okay. Once we are done with the banking part, then we will go to the asset accounting part. Asset accounting. Once we are done with the asset accounting part, then we will start, before taxation, we will start integration. With what is the integration? Then we are going to pitch into SD module and MM module. If sometimes, then PM module also. Clear? So once integration with along with this model, then we will start up with the taxation. With this, yes, sir.
In general, like integration, what does it mean by that?
Means integration in the sense, see, once we need to link between one module to another module. Clear? GL integrate with AP integrate with AR will be integrated with asset accounting, banking, right? Like that FI module, complete FI module. This is once FI module is done, then we need to integrate with a SD module, MM module. For example, you are in AP, but you are simultaneously you are doing MM also as an end user, right? Do you know that you are doing purchase order? You are posting invoices through purchase orders, right? What is purchase order? Which module it is? It is not in FI module. That will be there in MM. So I need to show that also. So that's the reason I need to go through completely MM module also.
Naveen, in real time, is there any rule that first we have to work on MM, then like GL, then we have to work on AP?
Like that. As per our whatever architecture will create, according to that we need to follow. But the configuration we need to do the first. FI consultant.
Yeah, because
see,
as you said, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. As a FI consultant, our job will be done first, then only the other consultants will come into the picture.
Yeah, but in real time, see, without creating the purchase order, invoice cannot be processed.
Why
right?
we have a service invoices?
Yeah, service. But when it comes to the PO, like
that is coming later. That's what. First of all, as a FI consultant, we need to do complete structure, organization structure, complete configuration structure. We need to create. So once we create complete organization structure, then FI consultant, we will do our activity, GL or whatever it is. In the same time, MM consultant will start his activity, their activity. They will create their purchase orders. They will do their configuration steps. And once we create a vendor, then we will give it that vendor number to MM consultant. Then they will integrate that is called linking, right? FI module, we will have a vendors and customers. And that MM module, we have a purchase orders. That purchase without integration between FI and MM, correct? We can't post purchase order transaction in FI module. So that FI module will be integrated with MM module. Is that clear?
Yes, Naveen.
Yeah.
So
simultaneously, we will do all the consultant. First, FI consultant has to configure everything, basic configuration.
Okay.
Unless until he won't do, then MM or SD can't do anything. Yes.
Okay. So coming to the process side. So for example, the person who knows about the accounts payable process end to end, so they can easily understand. For example, the person who do not have the access or the knowledge of the process structure of the GL. So that kind of a overview will be given before starting the GL configuration or GL.
In real time? In real time? See, one more thing. You are considered as an FI consultant and you kept in experience as a resume that FI consultant experience.
No, not in real time. While you're explaining, while the configuration is done.
Here in our course?
Yeah, in our
course, see, again, I'm reiterating for everybody's benefit. Don't take me wrong. I'll consider everybody according to me means whoever are attending the session, I'll consider them as they are completely layman. No one knows GL, no one knows AP, no one knows AR, no one knows asset accounting. Clear? I'll come from the scratch. You got it? So
thanks, Naveen.
That's what I'm saying. I'll come with complete.
Yes, Naveen. Thank you.
That's what I'll complete scratch because it happens. AP in the sense end user experience you have, but does you have a configuration experience? No, right? So along with that configuration experience, what is AP? What are the activities? What is the process flow of AP? Everything I'll explain. Whether you are a master in AP also, but according to me, my configuration, I have to explain and I'll do that. Hope you got it, Rashekar.
Yes, fine.
The same question you asked?
Yes.
Yeah, because only probably I am as an end user, I had a experience on only AP, for example, clear, and I had a experience on procurement. But if I don't know GL, then I can't do fit for FI part, complete FICO consultant. So that's the reason I won't consider everyone, whoever is having an experience or something else. I'll just keep, because end user experience is something different and configuration consulting experience is something different. And here we have an advantage that we are going to work as a consultant and as an end user also here. Clear? When we start a GL module, if someone is working over here GL, then they can do a lot of things after attending these sessions. And whoever are working as an AP end user, then after attending this session, definitely you will do more reporting structure.
Naveen, but see, as a consultant side, the person who is working on AP module, so the same person would work on GL module
Yes,
also, or
of course. We don't have that segregation over there.
but
In present.
usually how would be the how they will work
I'm
each
working
person?
on complete. I'm working on, see, as for example, there is no this thing segregation. Like they will give you that few activities, GL, AP, AR. So as my team, I need to understand, I need to explain what are the things I want to do and what is the things I need to give the other consultants. That is only understand, but you can't say that I'll work only on AP part because I know AP. Because you are, if you say that AP, then very next day, you will be out of the company. Because then again it will start that your resume may not perfect. Here, if you have an issue, you need to discuss among with your team and you need to take a help from them, configure. But we don't have segregation like that. I am going to work only on AP part, that I'm going to work only on AR part, I'm going to work only on GL part, nothing like that in real time. You will get anything.
Okay, but no, in a real time, for example, a fresher has joined and he worked on only on AP or module or whatever,
Okay.
GL module.
Okay.
So only on one module he worked, and later like 1 or 1.5 year after completing the project, he
You
moved
will
to
have
some
all,
other
see,
company.
if you are working, you are joined as a fresher, then
Yeah.
definitely not only here, you will have all the training sessions in your organization. Complete end-to-end training you will get if you are joining as a fresher. Complete KT will be provided to you, complete. Understood? Lot of TGs will be there, toll gates will be there. Once you cleared, then you will move to project, or else still you will be continuing in the toll gates only. Hope you got me.
Yes, sir.
That's what. So because once you stepped in, once you hit the floor in the sense, which means that you are good at FI completely end to end. Perfect. I'm not saying perfect, but you should have a knowledge. That's it.
Okay.
As a fresher, if you are joining, then definitely you will get all sort of trainings, but not like this. They will give you a 20-30 days training, clear, where they'll try to cover all the modules. Clear? And we need to pick up very fast according to their training levels. So I don't have any knowledge on SAP, but I have selected as a fresher and I may not cope up in their trainings because every day they will set 9 hours to 8 hours training they will give you. So in that you need to digest everything.
And you joined as a fresher?
No, I didn't join as a fresher. I have joined as an experienced guy only. I got
Okay,
direct the
example.
project. That's what I'm saying. From our institute, almost all 6 people have joined as a fresher. Clear. One person, I can take her name also, Sana Muhammad. She joined in the month of January, this January. Okay, in Capgemini, and she has already almost all completed her FI part. She joined as a fresher, and over there they have given again the trainings. Almost all they have recruited almost all 130 people. They have recruited almost all 130 people, right? And trust me, if I want, I'll share you that our course details also. And she cracked all the TGs with the #1, and she got awarded. Now overall, entire Capgemini, this thing, she stood second, and she got the project right now. She's in project. Recently, in the month of July 1st, I think she got the project. So 5 to 6 months, she was in almost all trainings. Sorry.
She worked on previously was she worked on any?
No, she used to work on a Cognizant on AR process, and that too not in SAP. That was not in SAP or application. That's a different application. But she was a student of ours, and she was doing good in practice part.
Oh.
That's what. And one person now he got selected for Yes Technologies, and few more people are for entity data. That's what. That's the reason I'm telling you, like, practice, practice, practice. That is the only mantra. Without that, don't expect anything here. in SAP environment. Is that fine, everyone?
Yes, Naveen, yes.
Yeah. Only take time, 5 hours. If you are attending 4 hours, 5 hours in our session. So practice at least 1 hour in a day. Take time, sleep less 1 hour so that you can do it. Definitely you will do it. Because opportunities are like that now. Everybody are getting one or the other opportunities. And no one will have a genuine experience. Again, I'm telling you guys. No one will have a genuine real-time experience in the initial levels. So 100% people will not manipulate, will change their experience. That's it. If you have a skill, they need your skill set. What you did in the past, they secondary, that is. But what if currently you are having a skill set, definitely you want them. Later they'll check your past. Later they'll check your designations and all, and forget about it. And people knows what was my designation earlier and now where I've moved. I didn't manipulate it anywhere. I kept the same experiences. Experience in the sense I have changed only my resume part, and that's it. In initial level, I have changed only the resume part. That's it, nothing else. I didn't change to my space slips nor my companies or not nothing.
You face any challenges while working on real time, Naveen, when you joined in a new role?
Definitely we will get it, but see, there are a lot of options are there. A number of groups are there, SAP groups, right? If we are getting any sort of challenges, right, it will not be like an our neck that you need to do 50 invoices in a day, then you need to complete 60 invoices in a day that day. No, here we will get some breathing time. Actually, whatever project you are going to get, you will get a breathing time, so that again after involvement you will get lot of time to get resolve your issues. No one will ask you whether you did it or not. No one will check. Again, I'm telling you, you will have ample time, okay, to work on that particular activity. So if you have some challenges, then you can post your friends or your peers, colleagues, or any groups, so that you will get all the resolutions then and there itself. People says that we face a lot of challenges, but I'm not sure, means they doesn't have a basic knowledge also. The people who are on job, if they are saying that I'm not able to do the things in the sense, they don't have a basic knowledge, zero knowledge, they have entered some or the other way. If you have, again, I'm testing this 3, 4, 5, 6 months, put all your efforts, definitely you will crack all your interviews, and definitely you won't find any sort of challenges when you hit the floor. That's the assurance I can give you guys. Any questions? Because see, even it's a SAP is an ocean. No one is perfect in that. Again, I'm telling you, no one will be perfect. Even my project manager or architecture, even he will have a challenges. They know that. Clear? The basic things you are good, then automatically you can do everything. Hope you got it. Okay. Can we call it for today?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Naveen.
It's already 5:10. Okay. Thank you and see you tomorrow session.
Yes.
Can we make the session at 10:30 tomorrow? Here after 10:30 session. People are okay.
Hello.
I'll ping in the group. I'll ping in the group.
Okay,
Okay, Naveen.
fine.
Yeah,
Thank you.
fine.
Fine, Naveen.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Naveen. Bye.
Bye. Thank
Bye
you.
all.
Thanks, Naveen.